Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Zeal. This is going to be my review of the Suicide Squad MAFEX Harley Quinn figure, and this one is amazing. I didn't show you guys that I picked this up. I got this, the Joker, and what the fuck else did I get in that order? Oh, the Freddy that I showed in the Jason review. Yeah, I ordered these. I meant to do an unboxing, but I was just too tired that day to do it, and I just wanted to look at the figures. Suffice to say, this is an amazing fucking figure. So, the packaging is just your standard MAFEX packaging. You get the window on the front. Get some pictures on the back. Nothing too exciting. It's the kind of stuff that you see in a shop that shows all the stuff that you need, and then take it home. So, we'll set that on the floor, and now we're going to talk about this figure. As you can see, she doesn't need her stand. Well, she does come with the MAFEX stand, but she does not need it. She's dead perfectly fine on her own on fucking heels. This figure is amazingly well balanced. So, show you the accessories that she comes with. She comes with a bunch of hands. First off, you got the bat holding hand here. And it looks really nice. Look at that bat. Oh, all the writing on there. I don't think you get that at all on the SH figures. I just pass on the SH figure arts. I really do. It looks more realistic, like especially on the ass, though. Damn, they spent a lot of time mastering that ass. Just not that ass. Seriously, though. That's what this SH figure arts one seems to focus on more, is the sexuality. And then this one focuses on more on, like, the tattoos and the articulation, I guess you could say. So, yeah. This was the one for me to go because it's more accurate. Especially with the tattoos. So there's a lot of tattoos that are on this one that are missing from the figure arts one. And this one's bigger too. The figure arts are always way too small. This fits perfectly into 6-inch scale. So like with the Mezco ones, this fits perfectly with that. Yeah, this bat's really nice. Got the hand to hold it. That white is just so pasty that it doesn't want to show up on camera. I'm worried that the face is going to be the same. Wow. And you got the mallet, which is only in one scene. So yeah, I'm not really beholden to the mallet. I prefer the bat more, honestly. But it's really nicely detailed. It actually looks like chipped up wood. Or cork. Honestly, it's really, really nice. So we'll set that over there. Then you have her iconic gun. Which is a love and then hate, love and then hate. You can't really see the details as well on this one as you can as the figure arts one, just because their printing is a little better. Even though it's smaller, it's better. But yeah, it's nicely detailed, especially for the price, especially coming from MAFEX. You can definitely tell that it says love and hate there. It's just not as clear. So we'll set that over there. She has a bunch of hands. Like this one's just like the cradle of the bat. This is like your splayed open hand. This is a fist, I guess. There's really nothing she has that would hold that. Maybe the mallet. Let's see, will that go in there? Yeah, kinda. So yeah, I guess that's like a mallet holding hand. And you got a trigger finger for the left, trigger finger for the right, which is already on there. That's what I use that one for the gun holding hand. And then you have just a relaxed palm on there too. So you basically have like two sets. Now, let's talk about the head sculpts. This is the one I prefer, just because it looks a little bit better, a little more personality. But I do think the neutral one looks more like Margot Robbie. I think they're both pretty good, especially coming from MAFEX. But that one definitely looks more like Margot Robbie to me. But that one, I prefer that one. That one has more personality to it. Looks more like Harley Quinn. But let's go into the detail while we're here. Like oh, that's so cool. And what I love is, you see this little empty handle. The figure arts one, there's just like a second gun in there. This actually has a fake handle that plugs inside the holster. If I can angle it right, I'm trying to see through the viewfinder. Well, it plugs in there, so if you're not having her hold the gun, it looks like she has the gun in her holster, but it doesn't actually fit because it's just too small. So, no risk of paint rub or anything like that. It's really nice to have a faux piece like that, and then you can actually take it out, and there you go, wonderful MAFEX. Shit falling off. This is actually a lot better built than most MAFEX figures, for sure. So let's go ahead and cradle up, I guess. You see he's got the Day Little Monster shirt. This is Really, really cool back here. All this work back here. Like I said, if you look at the figure arts one, it has a way better ass. It just does. Here's all the tattoos. I have to flip it upside down so you can see. They are very nicely done. Those knee joints are kind of unsightly, but I can deal with it because of the poses that you can do with this thing. But the main difference between this and the figure arts are like the belly tattoos. Like that Lucky You tattoo. Like the really iconic Lucky You tattoo. Not fucking there on the figure arts. And the I'm Watching You one, which I just popped that off, I guess. It's a MAFEX. That one is not on the figure arts, so neither one of these on this piece right here are on the figure arts. So that's like their two most iconic tattoos. So what is that? Is this some paint rub? Oh fuck. Belt fell off. It's a MAFEX. So yeah, I just thought that, well, you can't even see where the paint rub is anyways. But it looks really nice, and that blends well too, especially by having like the shirt holder. You can't, I mean, wish it's like an actual hole so you can see the actual piece down there, but it works especially for pictures. It just fills right in. The one thing that I feel that this one's always doing is hunching over. Like, you just look at it, it feels like she's hunching over a little bit. Like, you have to straighten it up in just the right way for it to feel natural. And I think it's just the way the shoulders are. It's like that's her standing up straight. But if you look, she looks like she's kind of leaning backwards a little bit, at least, you know, front on. Always cocked a little bit to the side too, so it's a little iffy. So it's not as streamlined in visual wise as the figure arts one, but the articulation and just how this one looks, I much prefer. I really do. That's why I never picked up the figure arts. And now she won't stand because I messed everything up. Shit. There we go. There we go. Freestanding. But, yeah, this, I guess we're just going to the articulation now, like that. Not limited whatsoever. Double jointed elbows, just fantastic. You got the crunches up here. Pretty much everything that you would want it can do. Now, she can't really kick too high because this is like a really stiff rubber piece, so that's about as far as she can kick unless you twist. Then you see your ass cheek in the middle of nowhere. And then you have these unsightly gaps in the back. So yeah, definitely in terms of the midsection, like in this area right here on both, you know, front and back, articulation wise and visually wise, the figure arts has a beat. That's, you can't, I mean, I've not even had the thing hands on, but you can just tell straight up that it does. Maybe the reason she looks so over is because of the jacket. Just because that's there and the jacket needs to sit like that, maybe. I'm not sure. I've gotten it to work, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And the knees, no limitation on the knees whatsoever. The ankles do leave a little bit to be desired. They're not that fantastic. Yeah, not too fantastic at all. But yeah, they get the job done. They swivel and pivot enough just so you can, you know, get her to stand. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Really? Come on now. I was just talking good about you. Ta-da! Okay. So, wiggle the tail. Yeah. That was going to happen. The hands are easy enough to swap. So let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Put these back on. Now this bat is a little bit of fan and ass to put on. Nowhere near as bad as the McFarlane Negan. So you got to worry about that. And pop that off. Let's get the back. Is that the cradle hand? No, it's not. Well, maybe. No, there it is. So we'll get the cradle hand. Make sure I do this so I don't break the pig. There we go. Then you can just like cradle the bat in her hand like that. Like she's walking, or you can do the... Oh, can't do that. It's hard posing through a viewfinder. So you can get it to where you do like the... Which was cut from the fucking movie. So yeah, it's... Well... You'll have to play with the wrist joints because these bracelets get on the way, but you flip the joint around like that, bend it in the right way, you definitely can get it to happen. But yeah, I really like the articulation. It is a little fiddly because, you know, it's a MAFEX figure. They're always going to be a little fiddly, but it's really good, and I'm doubtful anything's going to beat this for me, even the Mezco. Still going to buy the Mezco, because I fucking love Mezco. But this, especially visually, just looks really fantastic, and it pairs well with the Joker too, which I might do a review for. If you want to see the Joker review, let me know. I just had to review the Harley Quinn because I really like it, and I want to get the word out that this is really, really good. And like, you don't need the stand whatsoever. And the Joker and Harley are so solid that I've actually gotten so many poses where the Joker's holding Harley, freestanding. Neither one of them have fallen over. I'll post those pictures at the end of this review. It is crazy. Like her, like, you know, in his arms with her arm around his back and everything like that. It's like stereotypical Joker and Harley shit, but it looks amazing that you can pose it like that. You know, it sticks to it. There's no trickery. I'm not like using 4 stands, cradling it 4 different angles, slightly out of camera to get it to work and all. It's just Joker standing on his stand with a little bit of support, like holding his butt. Like, it's not even clamping around, just like his butt's resting on that so it doesn't fall completely over backwards. And he's holding Harley, not falling forward, not falling backwards. It's crazy how I got those poses happening. These really, really solid figures. But yeah, like, once you pose it up, it's perfectly fine. It looks, it is a little fiddly to pose, especially this area, because like that gap. Ugh. Like, and of course they'll pop off too. I can see it pops off. It's a MAFEX. It's a MAFEX. She'll be a W amputee. It drops down too. In case you're wondering, like, it's got the drop down joint, but I like to cram them all up in there because just I don't like any kind of gappage if I can stand it, especially when it looks that unsightly. It's just ugh. Well, there we go. Maybe help if I could turn it where you can see it. Yeah, that's unsightly. So we'll just cram that up inside there. And we're good to go. Yeah. Like, the aesthetics of this looks so good. I love that they actually have tattoos on here that the fucking figure arts one doesn't. And the figure arts is supposed to be like the king of detail. That's why they do the fucking face printing and everything, especially in this scale. But I'm not a fan of figure arts. I'm sorry. I got the Mario figures, and they're alright. But like, they're Star Wars and everything, I've never bought them, but they just look too small. Too small. They just, yeah. Too small scale. Anyways, that's going to be it for this review. If you have questions, concerns, leave them in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.